what's going on with Donald Trump. Very, very current, as now closing arguments are in process in the New York State case. And I'm going to tell you something, people. Please, I don't speak out of my, you know the term. I know the law, especially in New York. I was indicted 6 times in the state of New York, once in the state of Florida. I went to trial 5 times in the state of New York, both state and federal. I know the law. I know how they operate. I know what they're capable of doing. This case with Donald Trump is an absolute sham. It's absolutely horrible. There is no case. There is no crime. And look what they're putting this man through because, I'll quote our Donald Trump, crooked Joe Biden and the White House are looking at the only way they believe they can defeat Donald Trump. Why? Because their record in the White House is nothing short of a disaster. He has no record to run on that isn't disastrous. These are very bad people. So they target an ex-president with a nonsense case in the state of New York, wasting millions of dollars of taxpayer money and going after somebody for a crime that never was committed. There is no crime, while things are running rampant on the streets of New York. Alvin Bragg should be thrown out of office. He should be prosecuted for pulling this farce on the American people, the people in the state of New York, and the American people in general, because they're trying to eliminate Donald Trump as a candidate. That's the bottom line. There is no other methodology here. This comes from the White House. Bragg has been at the White House. The orders for all of these indictments against Donald Trump are coming from the top, from the White House. So when I see this so clearly, why would I not give the benefit of the doubt to Andrew Tate and to Tristan Tate when they've been speaking up for men being men, and going against the current ideology in the United States, in Great Britain, and possibly now in Romania, it seems, because they're under, they're being charged with crimes there, and there are no crimes. So why did I compare the Tates to what's going on with Trump? Because look, Trump is against the grain. Trump is against, the ideology of the people in power. Trump is against a lot of things that these minorities are yelling about, and so they're out to get him. The horrible thing in Trump's case is that they're not. Trump has said this a million times, and I totally agree with him. It's not about Trump. It's about the people in power taking away the vote of 50, 60, 70, 80 million people. They want to eliminate their choice. And they have the nerve to say that Donald Trump is a threat to democracy. We have 4 years of a record of Donald Trump. How is he a threat to democracy? Instead of making these blatant statements, Joe Biden and Nancy Pelosi and all of these people out there that just lie, and figure that if they lie long enough, you're going to believe it as something to be true. Where's the evidence for this? There's no truth to it whatsoever. Zero. Don't let them feed this to you. All they're trying to do is hide their horrible, disastrous record in 4 years, or 3.5 years that he's been in office, that they've been in power, that they've been in control. They're just trying to cover it up by going after Donald Trump. That's the only card that they have to play. I compare them and the Tates because I believe innocent until proven guilty, and I think it applies in both of these cases. What happened in the United Kingdom? Well, they couldn't shut me down. They made it very, very difficult, changing venues all the time. They didn't care about the people that bought tickets that were waiting, every moment to find out where the new venue was. They didn't care how they inconvenienced people. They had an agenda, and they just wanted to get the word out, and they didn't care how they lied about me, my family. They didn't care. So I've seen it firsthand. I've become part of it now. And that's why I'm a stronger supporter at this point in time for Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate, and always, of course, for Donald Trump, because he's a victim here. That's it, period. He's total victim. And people, I want to say this. I like both of them. I really mean that. They were honest with me. I think if you look at my interview or sit down with Andrew, it was great. And the comments have been overwhelmingly positive. Overwhelmingly positive. And in Tristan's case, the same thing. He talked more about the case, and I think you should listen to it. I really do. Before you convict somebody because of social media statements or things like that that you might find to be distasteful,